In 1 Corinthians chapter 11, St. Paul says this, "Any man who prays or prophesies with his head covered brings shame upon his head, but any woman who prays or prophesies with her head unveiled brings shame upon her head." From this reading, and by long-standing tradition, men remove their hats when walking into a church, and women cover their hair, which is, as Paul describes it, a woman's glory. Though these customs may be pious and even prudent means of showing respect for God inside a worship space, current church legislation does not insist on wearing chapel veils. Though Article 1262 of the 1917 edition of the Code of Canon Law did call for head coverings of some sort, the Church does not include this passage in later editions. The Sacred Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith writes this about St. Paul's remarks. It must be noted that these ordinances, probably inspired by the customs of the period, concern scarcely more than disciplinary practices of minor importance, such as the obligation imposed upon women to wear a veil on their head. Such requirements no longer have normative value. It should be noted that the Sacred Congregation does not dismiss all of Paul's commentary as being transitory or historically bound, but discerns different passages in the light of the whole of the Scriptures. The CDF goes on to say, "However, the Apostles' forbidding of women to speak in the assemblies is of a different nature, a remark which points to the inability of the Church to consecrate female priests.